This right here, this budget PRS CE 24 completely rewired how I think about PRS guitars. And trust me, that's saying something because I'm already a huge PRS fan. But stick around because what I discovered about this guitar honestly shocked me. And make sure you stay until the end because I've got a full track coming up that really shows what these beauties can do through my PRS MT15 amp as well. Trust me, you don't want to miss how good these guitars sound in a full PRS signal chain. Howdy guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following the channel, you know I fell hard for the PRS guitars last year when I got my first custom 24 for my birthday. Yeah, that guitar, it literally changed what I thought a good guitar could be. The neck, the frets, the tone, everything was just so awesome. It was on another level, mind blown. And then, because one amazing guitar clearly wasn't enough, I know, I found an absolute gem of a 2020 custom 24 on eBay about 6 months later. Shout out to Giorgio who let me go around to his place and check it out. Dude, you know you sold me an incredible instrument. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, dude. But here's where it gets really interesting. Because I'd been looking at PRS guitars online, this CE24 popped up on my eBay feed. Now we're talking pre-owned prices here. I picked this one up for just £1,000. Yeah, that's about $1,250 odd if you're in the USA. And my custom 24s, they were £2,200 each, which translates to about $2,700 US. And just to be clear, new prices, you're looking at about double that. Yeah, but this CE, it was a 2023 model, painted neck. Yep, perfect condition, no dings, no scratches, no nothing. Now I'll be completely honest, the color wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I wanted something a little bit brighter than this, but everything else about it was pretty much exactly what I would expect. And the fact that it was semi-hollow, that was just a bonus. It was really cool. And at that price, come on man, you cannot let that go, right? I had to snap it up, so I did. So here's where things got super interesting, because when it arrived and I first played this CE, I actually wondered if it might be my favorite PRS guitar. I know, crazy. I have two custom 24s. What am I thinking? But let me explain. Look, you do get more for the premium price of the custom 24. Let me show you what I mean. These figured maple tops are absolutely stunning. In fact, my turquoise guitar is a 10 top. The other one, my 2020, the faded whale blue, is almost a 10 top. There is one tiny little knot in there, probably why it wasn't deemed a 10 top by PRS, but that's okay. It also has this incredible three-dimensional carve that PRS is famous for, and the birds, they're premium abalone and mother of pearl that catch the light really beautifully. They look so stunning. Even the tremolo system is more premium with a brass block that adds some more sustain and tone. The CE keeps things a little bit simpler with a forged tremolo, simpler inlays, which I think are plastic, but that's okay, and a basic piano carve on the top as well. Now the really early CEs were just a custom 24 but with a bolt-on neck. They're the real sweet spot. If you can find one of those at a really good price, just snap it up. Trust me, it is literally the same quality as a custom 24 just with a bolt-on neck. Slightly different construction and they're amazing. I would love to get one of those at some point. But you know, this one came up at such a good price. It was an unbelievable deal and I thought, you know what? I need another PRS in my life. Now both of these guitars share some crucial DNA. The pickups on the CE are identical to my 2020 custom 24, the same amazing 8515 set. Now my 2003 custom 24 has different pickups. It has the HFS and the vintage bass, which are just amazing pickups as well. But the 2020 and this one, which is a 2023, share the same pickups, and that's just the start. The neck feel, it's identical. Now this is where the magic happens. That sublime profile, those perfect frets, the amazing rolled fretboard edges that absolutely took my breath away when I first played it. That makes PRS necks feel so special. It's all here on this guitar. They absolutely didn't compromise on the playability or the build quality of the CE USA models. The main difference in tone comes from the CE's bolt-on maple neck versus the Core's set mahogany neck. That gives the CE this snappier, more immediate tone. There's an urgency to it that's just addictive, and running it through the PRS MT15 amp, well, that's just pure magic. Now this guitar has a little bit of a tonal difference as well because it is semi-hollow, which gives it a little bit more mid-range as well. That is really cool. I love that, and I'm so glad I went for the semi-hollow because it does add something to the tone. For accessing different tones, the Custom 24 has this sophisticated 5-way switching system with the split positions in positions 2 and 4, while the CE takes a simpler approach with just this 3-way toggle switch and a push-pull on the tone pot here to get all of those tones. Both get there, just in slightly different ways. However, the Custom 24 splitting options are combinations of the bridge and the neck pickup and provide some really tasty tones that are more complex than the CEs in my opinion. This is certainly noticeable when playing clean tones especially. Both have amazing tones though, so I'm not taking anything away from the absolutely stunning clean and overdriven tones of this guitar. Hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive into PRS guitars, why not subscribe to the channel to catch more gear deep dives just like this one. There's something else that made me question which one I preferred more. With the Custom 24s, they're such works of art that I'm always super careful with them. They live in their cases, and I get them out when I play them, and then I put them back in their cases, protected like the precious instruments they are. This CE though, it lives on a stand in my other room, in my living room actually, ready to play whenever inspiration hits. And while I still treat it with a lot of respect, I'm not constantly worried about every little ding or scratch on this guitar. There's a freedom to that. So which one is actually my favorite? Well, after living with both, I actually love them equally, but for different reasons. Look, the Custom 24s are pure guitar art. They're stunning, the tops are stunning, the premium appointments, slightly fatter tone, they're special occasions in a guitar form, and it always feels like a special occasion when I play those guitars. The CE though, it's become my always there guitar. That snappy tone, the immediate playability, and that freedom to just grab it and play it without worrying. It's pure joy, but in a different way. I guess what I've learned is that PRS USA guitars, whether they're the Core series or the CE, just have something magical about them. They inspire me to play, they inspire me to write and to enjoy making music. That is something rather special, I think. Every single day I want to play them. I want to create music with them, and I just want to jump around the studio and just enjoy the sounds that they make and how they feel. Now I'm curious, have you played both the CE and the Custom 24? What were your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you want to see my full video about the Custom 24s that I have, I'll link it in the description box below as well, so go and check that out if you would like to. Oh, and there's still one PRS that I haven't yet added to my collection, the S2. Maybe we'll have to fix that at some point. If you enjoyed this comparison, please share it with your guitar loving friends, and don't forget to leave a comment below as well. I would love to hear your thoughts and experiences. All right, guys and girls, enjoy the track that you're about to hear. See you on the next one, and have a phenomenal day. See you later.